Hello, everybody. How's it going today? I have to wait for the latency to catch up to make sure that it actually swaps over on me, but hopefully everyone's doing okay. I have zero trust for this computer, so I have to make sure that it actually goes to the game screen. Good, it did. Yay! Why would you say that to me? Why would you say that, Fredbear117? What the heck? How dare you? You're banned. Excuse me, I got a little bit of a cold starting. How's everyone doing today? Don't give me those smiley faces. I didn't want to hear that. I'm offended by those smiley faces after that last thing you said. For shame. For shame. You're banned. You're not allowed to say anything else in this chat ever again. Joking, of course. I'm good, thanks for asking. Waiting until about 11:05 for people to get here. Yeah. Wait, you killed my train of thought. Good job. Does the audio sound good and everything while I'm waiting? Oh, I see. It was delayed. The latency got me. I see. You're banned from this chat. I'm gonna figure out how to do it. Just you wait. Just you wait. Okay, good. If you just another minute or so. Actually, probably closer to 30 seconds. Well, everyone had better have a good day. That is a threat, as usual. I don't know what happens if you don't have a good day, but we don't want to find out, so you'd better have a good day. Yeah, that's the standard, isn't it? I thought this was America. That's the standard, huh? Well, what if I don't live in America? Well, anyways, it's 11:05, so I'm gonna go ahead and start. So, this week, I feel like I didn't get a lot done, but I feel like I got a lot done. So I have a sequence now. Some of these things work. I forgot to make a way to close that. Hold on, it was a thing. Sorry, but I have the beginning of the new game sequence thing. So when you go to start a new game, all that works now. So that's cool. It doesn't look like it works yet, but according to the console, it works. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the new game stuff. Right now, the intermediate and advanced are both just coming soon because I don't have them made yet. But the beginner one works. So all the beginner snakes are in here already. We have corn snakes, and then these filler pictures, because I haven't made renders for the snakes yet. I'm aware the pictures might have copyright to them. They're not staying. I'm not keeping these pictures. But it's just until I make renders of the models, basically. So there's these. Ask you to confirm the snake. We have corn snakes. It has a little brief little introduction to what a corn snake is, and then the basics, size, temperature requirements, humidity requirements, and what they eat. And and each of these have one. So there's one for garter snakes, checkereds, and red-sideds. And there's one for king snakes. I'm on the fence about which species of king snakes I'm starting with, because some of these have different care requirements than others. Like an arid species like a California king snake is gonna have different requirements from a speckled king snake in Florida where it's humid. So I'm gonna have to do something about that. I just haven't figured out what yet. But for the sake of this, I'm just gonna go with this one. What are we gonna name it? What are we gonna name it, Fred? What are we naming our snake? I can go with my default name, but I don't want to. So what do you want to call this snake? Since you're talking. Or we're talking. Before you called me rude. Which was rude, by the way. Snack. We're going with snack. What if I can put a smiley face in there? I can. Okay, it's gonna confirm which mode you want to be playing in, because realistic is more for people that want to have a pet snake but can't. So it's literally, if the snake eats once a week, it takes 2 years to grow up. So, like, it's the realistic mode versus casual where it grows up based on care, basically. So, like, the more you keep it humid every day, the faster it grows up, sort of thing. We're gonna go with that. And then it gives you this beautiful little screen, and then it takes you up here. So that's what I spent the majority of this week working on. I also did modeling, which I have that too, but none of this stuff has changed. None of this is different from last week. This still doesn't work. That's like my next thing. The notebook and the store are the two things that are next on my to-do list. These janky little screens right now. And I can close out of this before my computer has an aneurysm. And then I pulled up all the models. These are all the models I've made so far. And this one's new, and that's a hide. This is new, it's a hide, obviously. And then I've got this water bowl is new, this water bowl is new, and then this cactus thing is new. I haven't finished it all the way yet, though. It still needs spines, but... And then on top of that, also, I've got feeding tongs, and I have a spray bottle and a heat lamp. So I've been doing some modeling. I tried to keep the work to, like, a minimum this week, just because I'm getting a little bit burnt out and don't want to burn out all the way. So, less progress than I probably could have made, but still good progress, I think. I'm gonna have the store and the notebook done by next week. That's my next goals, so that's what we have to look forward to. All these beautiful hides. Oh, and I want to model the 4x2. That's the other thing. So that I'll have that next week. I have to continuously spin this around all the time. Yeah, no, I'm hoping to add a couple more plants also. Maybe another water bowl, another hide, possibly. And a few sticks, like climbing opportunities. So that's the modeling goals. But yeah, that's really all I've gotten done this week. I do intend to do more, obviously. But for starters, this isn't too bad. I mean, it makes the terrarium look good in Unity, so that's cool. Oh, I forgot I was even supposed to be looking at this. Well, this is the thing. Okay, I was going over here. I was going over here. Save. Yeah, the stuff, I do have enough to make this look good. Movement is still broken on this snake, just to be clear. But, I mean, it still moves, so that's cool. It still clips into the floor, disappears, does a disappearing act, has a seizure, you know, the usual. That hasn't changed. But I'm trying to make it to where I can swap out these items, so that I can add the rest of the items in, because I haven't done that yet, which I can probably do that now. Nothing's stopping me. Nothing's stopping me from going and doing that. While I'm thinking about it. But does anyone have any questions while I'm doing this? It does still move. I haven't broken it so badly that it doesn't move yet. Yeah, I'm hoping that I'll have more stuff next week. But it's a work in progress. Okay. Well, if no one has any questions or anything, then I think that's all I have this week. These are short little streams, they're just proof that I'm actually working on this still. But you don't have questions, but it looks great so far. I'm glad to hear you say that. I will have more done. These short little streams, you know, but there's only so much to talk about really when I've only done a couple of things. It doesn't look like I make progress that fast, but I swear I'm making good progress. It's a lot of modeling right now. It's just taking so long because I have to like model things really. But the modeling is fun anyways, and it is progress, so there's that. Well, if no one has any questions or anything, then I'm going to call this here. Next week I will have a store and an inventory. And maybe these things also, if I can do them. Where the name's gonna be and where the coin count's gonna be, you know. But until next time, I suppose, because this it is a short little stream, but that's okay. I like doing these little streams. Right. There was another thing. I'm thinking about starting a Patreon. I would love someone's feedback on whether or not I should start a Patreon, with all the proceeds going toward, like, commissioning art and stuff, because I haven't commissioned icons or anything like that. I would like to commission icons instead of, like, for the snakes and stuff in the menu, instead of, making pictures with the renders. That's what I would like to do. But I can't afford to. Gas prices are killing me. I work for minimum wage almost. So, not even almost. I do work for minimum wage. So, I'm thinking about starting a Patreon, but I also really don't want to start a Patreon. I am one of those people that I hate soliciting money. It's like my least favorite thing. So, I would love someone's feedback on that. If someone wants to tell me in the comments whether or not that's even a good idea. But, if there's nothing else, that was the only other thing that I had. I almost forgot I was going to say anything about that at all. Alright, but if no one has any questions, no one has any comments or concerns, then I am going to wrap up. I'm going to give it 30 seconds to catch up with the feedback. I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to stare aggressively at this stick snake. You think that'd be fine? I see. I'm going to continue to think about it for a little bit. I might have that up. I almost have enough. I almost have enough to get the Steam Wish page up. I have to, like, get some of the UI stuff finished, but... Bye! I have to get some of the UI stuff finished, but hopefully in a few weeks I'll have the Steam wishlist page up also, so... Okay, I am going to call it. I will see y'all next Friday at 11. So until then...